Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this guy born just across the Hudson in the Bronx, Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbroo. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw is Dart. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go. Here's Dart. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Hurts. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. And now they'll shift things around. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 38 yards. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw, Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing his Dart. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Dart going to give to Scannaboo. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And once again, it's Scannaboo. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, Slayton. From the gun, Dart. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing his dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing again is Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7.
Eagles 13, Giants 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what. feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on it. It's a first down as well. Inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancovers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Here's Dart. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
7 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. Once again, he finds Slayton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 20-yard line.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. To throw is Dart. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Second. 3-2-7.
Boston, the man in motion left. Now Dart. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Scattaboo will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Andrew Phillips picks it off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing, dart. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, right back to Scatteroo. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they'll change things up. An inside run with Scatteroo. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. In motion, Slayton. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
He was brought down by Duex. A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing his dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, dart. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. That's to his running back, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Boyd from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Dart. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
It's second down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Here's a diving catch right side.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Third and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 24 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and forever. In motion, Slayton. To throw, Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. Flush to his right. That's complete to Mooney. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Giants first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now it's Tracy. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They'll try again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Giants 23, Eagles 20.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
On second down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. First down, here's Scatterby. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
A give, it's Scatterby. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs. And that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Scatterby. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Second.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one finds Austin out right. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 4. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing his dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Here's first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Thibodeau beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
And this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone, and that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. And they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's Dart. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Four seconds to go. This is likely it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to